This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let life take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today Afternoon Update for Tuesday, October 21st, 2014. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carol Williams. Intense closed-door talks are underway at the Accra Beach Hotel between the directors of the West Indies Cricket Board. The majority of WICB board members are meeting to assess the fallout and action to be taken, if any, following the players' decision to pull out of the India tour last week. The emergency meeting comes on the heels of a decision by the Board of Control for Cricket India, the BCCI, to take the WICB to court over the players' decision. The India Cricket authorities have also suspended all bilateral cricket tours with the West Indies, but it's not clear how long the suspension will last. The BCCI says it will incur heavy losses as a result of the West Indies action. The West Indies players abandoned the series in protest of new contracts signed between the WICB and WIPA, which have reportedly resulted in a drastic reduction in their earnings. In other news, Barbadians are being urged to desist from routine practices when it comes to handling cash. The warning from Station Sergeant Stephen Griffith follows yesterday's aggravated robbery of Bab's Minimart in Darrells Road, Christchurch. Responding to questions from the media on whether the force was recording more crime due to the unemployment problem facing the country, Sergeant Griffith said it was not really the case, but he said people must be mindful of their surroundings as the Christmas season approaches.
Ensure that the handling procedures are right, that they do not be moving cash in predictable ways so that people can understand and follow a practice and then hence create a robbery or plan for a robbery at the particular location. But Barbadians in general are not that kind of people that as soon as they're not employed that they turn to criminal. We're beyond that. But you cannot overlook the opportunists who will try to take what persons have because they may be unemployed.
Don't shy away from the agriculture industry. That advice from the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, to the nation's children. During a visit to the Gordon Walters Primary School yesterday, the first in a series of school visits to encourage students to take an interest in the industry, Paul made it clear that the future of the agriculture sector depended on them.
You are important to our nation, and it's important for us to get the message over to you in terms of the importance of agriculture and the role that we need to play in terms of strengthening our economy. Alright? We have the future. There are many farmers out there who are doing things that is true, but a lot of that knowledge will be passed on to you.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
To our regional neighbors now, in Jamaica, lawmen are trying to find a gunman who opened fire in downtown Kingston, injuring 3 children. According to reports, the 3 minors, 2 15-year-olds and 1 7-year-old, were walking in the area last night when a man on foot approached them and opened fire, hitting all 3. They were rushed to hospital and are in stable condition. And over now to Cuba, an additional 91 of the country's medical health workers are headed to West Africa to help fight the Ebola virus. The workers are expected to leave the country today to join 165 of their colleagues already working in the African region.
The Cuban government has made one of the largest commitments of medical personnel to combat Ebola. garnering rare praise from usually adversarial U.S. officials.
Already, we are seeing nations, large and small, stepping up in impressive ways to make a contribution on the front lines. Cuba, a country of just 11 million people, has sent 165 health professionals, and it plans to send nearly 300 more.
While Ebola is striking fear in countries around the world, it is also creating unusual alliances. On Saturday, former Cuban President Fidel Castro engaged in some Ebola diplomacy himself, writing that Cuba's health workers would, quote, gladly cooperate with their U.S. counterparts to stop the spread of the killer disease.
Further afield, African Paralympian Oscar Pistorius will spend the next 5 years in jail for unintentionally killing his girlfriend. The ruling was handed down early this morning.
Count 1, culpable homicide. The sentence imposed is a maximum imprisonment of 5 years imposed in terms of Section 276(1)(I) of the Criminal Procedure Act, number 51 of 1977. 2, on count 2, the contravention of Section 120, subsection 3B of the Firearms Control Act, number 60 of 2000. The sentence imposes 3 years imprisonment, wholly suspended for 5 years, on condition that within the period of suspension, the accused is not found guilty of a crime where there is negligence involving the use of a firearm.
And that's our noon Barbados Today update. We'll be back again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or better yet, like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get the latest news and sports. Have a safe and productive day, and we'll see you later. I'm Carol Williams.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with Lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let Lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything with my friends and enjoying, feeling happy once again. When we having fun, you don't know I like it. You don't know how I like it. Feeling happy, all of we as one. You don't know how I like it. You don't know how I like it.